We're about to pull back the curtain on a type of work that, well, it isn't on any job description, but it might just be the most exhausting thing you do all day. We're talking about emotional labor.
You know that feeling, right? You haven't run a marathon, you haven't moved furniture, but your mind is just spent. It's this buzzing hive of reminders and worries and questions about how everyone else is doing. You're just totally exhausted, but you can't point to a single physical thing you did to earn it.
Well, that feeling is real. It is absolutely valid, and it has a name, emotional labor. And if you're feeling it, it's not because you're weak or too sensitive. It's because you are carrying a really heavy load that most of the world doesn't even see.
So what is this invisible workload really? Because it goes so far beyond just ticking things off a checklist. Okay, check this out, because this slide breaks down the concept perfectly. Think of it like this. You're the household manager. Actually doing the dishes, that's the physical task. But the emotional labor is all the work that comes before it. It's noticing the sink is full in the first place, remembering you're almost out of soap, and then mentally scheduling a trip to the store so the whole system doesn't just grind to a halt. You're not just the employee here, you're the project manager.
So yeah, that's really the heart of it, right? It's this combo of managing logistics and managing feelings. It's about keeping the peace, anticipating what people need, and just making sure everything feels harmonious, all while juggling the actual practical details of life. It is a full-time, unpaid job.
And this really nails the other half of it, the effective work. It's that constant low-level hum in the back of your mind, sensing the shift in your partner's mood, maybe softening your own tone to avoid an argument, or making sure everyone at the party feels happy and included. You basically become the thermostat for everyone else's feelings.
Which leads to the really big question. Why? Why do we do it? Why do so many of us automatically take on this massive, invisible load?
Well, it starts young. From the time we're little, so many of us are praised for being the good one, the one who's helpful, considerate, and just so attuned to what everyone else needs. We learn pretty early on that our value is tied to our ability to anticipate and care for everybody else.
And wow, this quote, it just says it all, doesn't it? Society reinforces this whole thing with a massive double standard. When a man forgets something, it's often kind of shrugged off as a personality quirk. Oh, that's just how he is. But when a woman forgets, it's seen as a reflection of her character, that she must not care enough.
And all of this creates what you could call the open tabs phenomenon in your brain. You know, you've got dozens of tabs open all the time, tracking everything from your partner's work stress to the school bake sale to the emotional state of every single person in the room. It's no wonder we feel so drained.
And when you start to feel that resentment bubbling up, that's not a sign you're a bad person or that something's wrong with you. It is a perfectly logical signal. It's your internal alarm system, basically screaming that your resources are being overdrawn and that the balance is way off.
But here's the good news. You are not stuck. It is absolutely possible to shift this dynamic. So let's get into a toolkit for taking back some of that energy and control.
Okay, here's a 4-step approach to start shifting things. First, name the work. Just saying out loud that planning and anticipating are tasks in and of themselves is a huge first step. Second, drop one tab. You don't have to close all of them at once. Just pick one thing you manage for someone else. Maybe it's their relationship with their own family, and let them take full ownership of it. Third, audit your softeners. Just notice how often you say things like, "if you don't mind," or "sorry to bother you." Practice stating what you need directly. And finally, number 4, check your own weather. For just 5 minutes a day, turn off the radar for everyone else and simply ask yourself, how am I feeling right now?
Now, putting these tools into practice is the first step toward the real goal here, reclaiming your energy. This is where you move from being the director of everyone else's life to being the lead actor in your own.
And let's be crystal clear about this. You are not being difficult or demanding for wanting a real partner who shares the entire load, not just the doing, but the planning too. You are asking for a fair, balanced relationship, period.
And if you take only one thing away from this whole explainer, let it be this. Your value as a person has absolutely nothing to do with how much you can carry for other people. Your worth is inherent. It's 100% just as you are.
So, I'll just leave you with this question to think about. What is one open tab in your brain, one piece of that invisible work that you will consciously choose to put down starting today? Because making the invisible visible, that's the first step to reclaiming your life.